Hi everybody, Robert Dyer, and welcome to the Robert Dyer channel, where I haven't done a frozen dinner review in a while, and this is a dinner I've been waiting about 15 or 16 years for. So I'm very excited to find this on the shelf at Safeway. This is the Frontera Tinga Taco Bowl. Tingle taco. No, Tinga. Tingling taco. Tinga. Well, excuse me, Mr. Perfect. Maybe if you'd been zapped by a UFO and had your mind wiped by the men in black, you'd be a little disoriented too. This is from, as it says on the top here, Chef Rick Bayless, who about I think 15 or 16 years ago had a program on PBS. This was back before the Food Network, and this was about, probably I would say, my fourth favorite cooking show of all time. The top ones being, of course, Justin Wilson with the Louisiana cooking, Frugal Gourmet. And number 3 was coincidentally another Mexican food expert, but I can't remember his name. He was from Texas, and he had a mustache, and he was Mexican American, I think, but he was of Mexican descent, and he just had a cheap set in a kitchen. If you can remember who that was, please put his name down in the comments so I can see if I can find him on YouTube or somewhere. But number 4, the Rick Bayless Mexican cooking program. And he's had a restaurant and eventually some salsa and other products you can get at the grocery store. But so for those of us who are not in a city where he has a restaurant, this is the first chance to have this at home. And this has grilled chicken breast, tomato, chipotle, tinga sauce, grain blend, fire roasted vegetables, and antibiotic-free chicken. And on the back it says culinary visionaries from the highlands around Mexico City, seasoned roasted tomatoes with chipotle chile for simmering meat. We brought it down the mountain for you to enjoy. Now you can see it's even got a upscale fancy package here, fancy bowl, kind of indigenous hieroglyphics on here. But you leave this covering on when you put it in the microwave. Even the bowl has a fancy sort of textured graphic on it. And so we got it out of the microwave, and now I can pull off the lid here. And then we're supposed to stir it. Let's get the Chef Combo issued plastic spoon here and stir it up. Got a lot of bright red tomatoes in here, you can see. Chicken. You got to stir this up and then put it back in the microwave for another 2 minutes. Okay, so here's the nutrition facts. We have 260 calories, only 6% fat for the day, 45 milligrams of cholesterol, a nice 590 milligrams of sodium, 21% fiber for the day. And interestingly, you even get 670 milligrams of potassium. Okay, so here it is out of the microwave, and you see it has some wonderful color to the dish. Let's zoom in here for a better look. You can see that the roasted peppers, they actually look fire roasted as they claim. You got that sauce in there, the Tinga sauce, and rice and the what I would call purple onion, what they call red onion. So you have a very nice and colorful presentation here. A lot of wonderful aromas, primarily the fresh roasted pepper aroma, like you're in the produce aisle at the grocery store. And then you also have pretty notable tomato aroma and maybe a hint of spice. So let's go ahead and see how it tastes. I'm going to try to get well, that chicken is pretty tender and juicy as far as TV dinners go. I wanted to try that first. Here's one of these fire roasted, I think it's a pepper if not a tomato. Yes, that was a pepper, and you can taste the grill in that. The chipotle has in the sauce, it gives a dark smoky flavor that, along with these grilled peppers, this really is sort of like a barbecue grill type of dish.
Zip it, you jive turkey. The best taco bowls are at Trump Tower.
Probably the most interesting thing about this is that the flavor does not fire the synapses in the American mind for what you think that Mexican food should taste like, which kind of suggests to me that this is maybe a little more of an authentic recipe. So I think this is a little more authentic because, frankly, I could be fooled into thinking this wasn't even a Mexican dish if it weren't for the strong note of chipotle in there. It could be like a Mediterranean food. And they also did a very good job with the very fresh vegetables and the sauce in making sure this doesn't become a dry dish. The chicken was moist, and this is much better in that respect than those healthy choice bowls that are very similar to this in the presentation. So I was not totally blown away by this meal, but it is significantly above average as far as TV dinners go. Plenty of flavor, only a little bit of spice, barely a 1 out of 10, the Robert Dyer heat scale. So I think I'm going to go ahead and give this a very solid 4 stars. And I'm definitely intrigued now to try the other 3 varieties they have. And you can tell me in the comments if you would like to see me review those other varieties of the Frontera TV dinners. And we'll see how many views this gets in terms of how many likes and how interested people are. But for now, I'll say I'll definitely be trying the other ones. And I want to mention that stay tuned this month for the first ever Thanksgiving countdown starting very soon here on the Robert Dyer channel. So I hope you like this video, share it with your friends, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye everybody.